All right, election night was exactly 2 weeks ago, and in Sacramento County, there are still about 89,000 ballots left to count, and counties have until December 8th to submit their official results to the state. Meanwhile, a big local race has just been called. Republican Kevin Kiley is headed to Congress. Kiley is now the projected winner in the race for California's new Congressional District 3. This district includes large parts of Placer, Nevada, and El Dorado counties. With 81% of the vote now in, Kiley leads Democrat Kermit Jones by more than 15,000 votes. And did you know in this election, California elected the most diverse legislative body in state history? More women, people of color, and LGBTQ lawmakers ran and won. Our political reporter Morgan Reiner explains how these victories will shape priorities moving forward.
Assemblywoman Cristina Garcia was first elected in 2012.
I would often speak out, and might be the only Latina in the room, and it makes you feel like maybe you're wrong. Maybe your story doesn't matter.
She only has a few more weeks before she's turned out, but as the outgoing chair of the Legislative Women's Caucus, she says she's leaving the Capitol in better hands.
So very excited that the Women's Caucus is going to be at a historic level of 50 women in the legislature. 60 would be parity. Just to put it in context, in 2016, we had 27 women.
For the first time, there will be a Sikh state lawmaker, and
we're going to have our first Afghan and Muslim woman in the state legislature out there to be able to elevate those issues.
The Public Policy Institute of California said about 9.1% of California adults identify as LGBTQ.
Really excited for California to be the first state to achieve 10% LGBTQ plus representation in the state legislature.
Equality California Executive Director Tony Huang said having a legislative body that represents the people means more power to set an agenda.
How do we continue to ensure that our schools are continue to be as inclusive as possible for all students, including LGBTQ plus kids? Another one is really continue to support our trans community, particularly, again, in light of the hate and rhetoric that's happening nationally.
More than half of the new lawmakers will be women of color.
Every issue is a women's issue in the legislature. And so whether we're working to close the pay gap, whether we're working to ensure we have adequate education, childcare slots, we're also leading on housing, on homelessness, on climate change out there. Every policy really is something that affects half the population here in the state.
And according to the Center for American Women in Politics, Nevada is the first and only state to have a majority of female lawmakers.